Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just need to make sure I got some new wireless headphones. I wanted to make sure they actually worked. But obviously, I got the mic and the headphones from different audio points, but I didn't know whether or not I was going to connect or not. But what's going on, you guys? It's the Nerd Talk crew back with another episode. Can I talk? Goodness gracious, this workout got me going crazy right now. I just ate a root beer float right now. I'm kind of like right now. I just don't know where my mind want to go right now. But what's going on, you guys? We're on episode 147, and I'm here with my co-host Tyler. What's going on, my guy?
Not much, man. I'm exhausted. I had a
I feel you.
really bad day at work.
I
Got
feel
barely
you.
any sleep. And I just finished doing my internship remote, so that way we could go live early. So I've been sitting in this chair for 90 minutes already. Plus, we're
Ooh.
about to watch a 2.5 hour movie. So if you see me, slashing. Truthfully, if I didn't give a shit about what we did, I'd be in my bed doing this shit. Truth be told. But
For sure.
but I'm excited. Like I said, Nerd Talk is always the highlight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a couple topics. Obviously, we got the big one, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation watch along. But of course, we got to talk about a show that came on last night. Let's go ahead and get into that. We got Daredevil episode 7. Damn, it's crazy. We got 2 more episodes left.
Yeah, I was just talking about that.
Wow.
On my internship. I was like, yo, it fucking talk about came and went.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's I'm gonna start with you, bro. What are your thoughts on the episode, bro?
This is definitely the week that I could see people, oh, this show sucks. Oh my god. Listen, this was probably the worst episode of the season, truth be told. Truthfully, if I'm gonna be honest, I still think the worst episode is probably the first episode of the show. I just mean, ignoring the first episode, from episodes 2 to right now, I think this is probably the weakest. Not a bad episode. I think Sean Chandler put it perfectly. Is that it started off painfully slow and it got better. Halfway through the episode, I was like, Jesus Christ, this episode is really slow. There were things that were happening that I liked, but it was a slow episode, and I don't really. I can see the mindset where they're coming from of, oh, well, last week ended with a fucking throwdown, so we got to take a breather. It's like, but you don't. That's how you maintain momentum. You keep it going. Keep getting crazy, Some of the stuff, pretty much everything in the episode I liked. It was very slow. There's a couple things they're teasing that I'm not loving, but there were parts of it that I loved. There's one thing at the end, we'll talk about it, that I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, but I liked it. I thought it was, it was a solid episode, and the longer it went on, the better it got, and it ended great. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I definitely agree with most of your points. It's hard to say is this the weakest episode, because like I said, I love the bank robbery episode, but it's like, is that I think that might be my least favorite one now, looking over the episodes. Maybe it's just because it was such a bottled episode, it really didn't move along with the plot. But I don't know, man, because I was just talking to my wife about this. She's like, what you think of the show so far? I'm like, well, it's definitely not better than season 1. It's definitely not better than season 3. It's better. I'm enjoying it more than season 2. So I don't know. I at this point, I'm like, it's crazy to say that we got 2 more episodes left, and it feels like we still have so much to do, even though a certain character didn't make it out at the end of this episode. It's still like we got a lot to do with only 2 episodes left to go. So hopefully they don't jam pack a lot in these last 2 episodes.
Well, we know
I
one
definitely
thing
agree.
jam pack, which I don't know what they're waiting for at this point.
Yeah, it's like, where's the Punisher stuff at? Like, that's why I was hoping we was gonna get into that as well. Didn't really get that much into it in this episode. This was definitely another Muse episode, which I did like. I loved all the stuff with Muse and them trying to figure out who he was, which I knew who Muse was. And the character's name is Bastion. I knew that's who that was. I recognize him from Wednesday. He's on Wednesday with Jenna Ortega. That's where I know him from. But I mean, I liked all that stuff with him and Heather and them talking about, getting to his backstory and stuff like that. And you could just tell like he's definitely gone cuckoo for Coco the entire time that they're sitting there. And I love the tension. I love that she knows that he's unhinged, and she just has that look on her face like, oh my God, am I going to die right now? Like, even before he even brought up what he was, who he was and what he does.
So the real quick, the Kingpin stuff in this episode was cool. Like that stuff is fine.
Yeah.
Part of me kind of wishes the whole episode took place in the office, and it's like it was like this dialogue heavy conversation between him and Muse. I mean, her and
Heather and Muse.
Muse. I
Mm-hmm.
think if handled right, that could have been actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the stuff with Kingpin, but his stuff was the most slow to me.
Well, not the
Most of the
beginning.
time,
I like
not
the
no, no.
beginning stuff. That stuff, I was like, yes,
Yeah,
yes. I was like, let's go. But what was I gonna say? The Kingpin stuff is fine. It's the end of the episode. Now, I love the end of the episode. How he knew that this fucking idiot was gonna kill him, or attempt to kill him anyway. I
but
like. Go
I'm
ahead.
confused on that though. Now, did Vanessa send Luca to go kill him, or did she set him up to get killed? Because
I saw that somebody said that, like, oh, everyone thinks that she turned on him, but that's not what happened.
yeah, because
I hope.
it's Fist's response after that. He says, "Tell Vanessa, do she want something to dinner? Do she want me to bring her some dinner?" Like he already
but
knew.
but again, that can be interpreted in two different ways. It's either, oh,
Maybe he
she
doesn't
helped
know.
him, no, she helped him, or she did, and that's why he said that. Or
Yeah,
like, like, oh yeah, he knew that she was setting him up, and that's why he said, oh yeah, tell Vanessa, I'm coming home, or whatever, like
right.
that. I was like, I don't know, but
It's hard to interpret because, like I
I
said, it could be both ways though. It could be that she's tired of dealing with Fisk's crap, and I want to be the head of the king of the mountain, and but I need to take you out in order to do it. Or it could be you think I'm going to betray my husband. I'm going to send you to get killed, basically. But I don't know. It's hard to say.
I really hope that's not the case, because I've been very vocal and adamant about the fact that I don't like the fact that they they've been kind of adrift this season. I don't like that.
Talking about Vanessa and
Yeah,
Fisk.
like literally, my mom was just watching the second to last episode of season 3 of Daredevil. Yes, I got my mom watching Daredevil. She's got to watch Hawkeye and Echo, and then she's not going to be on Born Again, which is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But um, just watching the scene where uh Fisk is like, "Oh, come with me. I want to show you something," and he shows her everything that's going on. You know, that to me just shows the strength in their relationship. And now we're at a point where they're teasing. Hopefully not, but they're teasing like, yeah, they're gonna break up, or possibly he's gonna kill her now. It's like,
Yeah,
come on, bro.
I'm thinking that the whole time when I'm watching this episode, I said this might end with Fisk killing Vanessa or having to take her out. But I'm like, I don't see him doing that.
It's
I
not
just
that
don't
I
see
don't
him
see
doing
it. I don't want it.
that. Yeah, I
That to
agree.
me, it that kind of shits all over the original show.
Right.
Like, bro, I'm sorry, you're not gonna kill somebody that you sent halfway across the world just to make sure they don't get arrested, bro.
Yeah,
That's
and
ridiculous.
but that's what to me that's what I can't now like thinking of their relationship. I don't like how she's acting because for that specific reason is that he made sure you were secure the whole time when he was in prison.
Exactly.
Why would you step out on him? Because he left, because he was injured, because he got shot. Like that doesn't make sense to me at all. But I digress. Let's go ahead and move on from that. Because like I said, I like the Fist stuff. It's just some of that stuff was just like, okay, the conversations were interesting, but I wanted to just move along with the plot. There's something I was about to move on to the next segment I want to talk about. Muse, yes.
The fight.
That fight was awesome, but that wasn't really. I was going to touch on something else, but we can go ahead and talk about the fight. Well, the fact that we find out he actually knows, he actually does know how to fight. We find out that he has a background in learning Taekwondo. And I like that because when we first see Daredevil fight Muse, I was like, oh, he got some speed, he got some agility. Does he already know how to fight him? Like, it doesn't make sense. They never said that, and then now that we explain that he does know some moves and stuff like that, which is cool. Um, I thought the fight was awesome. I love that it was like it wasn't that much CGI crap. I'm just thinking I was like, please no CGI crap. This is man to man, hand to hand combat. Don't need no
Yeah,
overly flips and all that extra crap.
yeah, somebody pointed out it was cool how like essentially it was just Daredevil painting the floor with his blood.
Yes,
That was
with his
cool.
blood, yeah, and the broad
Now,
daylight at that too.
now, that was interesting. I was like, he's fighting in broad daylight, and everyone's still like, "Oh, is Daredevil back? Did
That's
you
that's
not see him swinging through the air?"
that's what and that's what I really want to talk about. I love Fisk's reaction when he finds out that Daredevil was there.
Yes, that was great.
I love his reaction, and I
Yeah,
love that he calls back previous seasons. Like he
talk about a
talks about
switch
how
being
Daredevil took down his enterprise.
talk
I
about
love all that.
talk about a switch being flipped, huh?
Yeah, I love that. I loved all of that that he was able to talk about that, kind of bring make the show relevant, or the original series now. Because a lot of people always question like whether or not this was actually connected. The fact that they're actually talking about these things makes it feel more relevant, other than it's just it happens. They it happened, but they don't talk about it. They're actually talking about these things, which I do like. But
The
yeah, go ahead.
the thing that I'm kind of puzzled on is Muse dying so quick because
Yes, yeah.
it
Let's go ahead and get
reminds
into it.
me of, I don't know if you remember Punisher season 1. There was this dude that he was a soldier. He comes back from war. He has PTSD. He's like living outside the house or some shit, and then he there's like an episode where he takes Karen hostage, and he like threatens to blow up, like the house, the building or whatever, and then he ends up killing himself or whatever. So he's like this mini villain for like 3 episodes, and then he just dies. That's kind of how I felt with Muse, and I'm kind of a little bummed about that because we've never seen Matt deal with. We were literally just talking about it last week. We've never seen Matt deal with a villain that's this crazy to where he's
Yeah,
taking blood out of people and painting pictures. Like that's nuts.
and also kind of skilled. Like
Mm-hmm.
he actually can come. He actually can go. Not saying he can go toe to toe with him, but he can give Daredevil a little run for his money when it comes
And
to hand to
and
hand combat.
and now he's cooked. So it's like,
Right.
but I saw somebody say like, oh, he in the comics he has supernatural abilities or something.
I don't want that.
I don't know what that means.
I
Like,
don't want that.
I don't know if
I
he's gonna
think
come
that
back.
there is a iteration in the comic where he's like an inhuman. He's like an inhuman or
Uh
something
huh.
like that. But I don't think I want that. I think I like that he's just a regular human being. Because most of even though we had things like the hand and stuff like that, most of Daredevil stuff should be, even though Daredevil has heightened senses more than a normal person. Because to me, I feel like Daredevil is kind of a meta human on the low. Like his hearing is unbelievable. There's no way he should have heard. He's all the way down the block and he hears things going on at the bank. That's insane. But it's like at that point he's kind of superhuman as well. But I kind of think they should just keep it as like grounded as possible, street level as possible when it
Um,
comes to him.
I'm a little bummed that he died so fast, but I will say, I just wish we saw a little bit more of him and
That's
Matt
what I was about to ask.
interacting.
Do you feel like he didn't really make that much of an impact? Oh, excuse me.
I mean,
Especially
like,
when he dies, it's like this point, like, oh, okay, it's just like another throwaway,
I do and I don't. I say I do because this is gonna be the gateway into Angela becoming White Tiger, probably,
right?
and also it brought him and what's her name? His girlfriend,
Heather,
Heather, brought them way closer than ever. Which I will say, this is
do,
probably the
do,
episode where I was the most invested in them. I
do
was
you
like,
think she
oh, okay.
knows?
No.
Do you think she knows? I mean, it's so funny because when she's dying, basically, and he's saying her name, it's like, I'm sorry. And he, to me, I feel like he rarely changes his voice when he plays Daredevil.
He
Like,
doesn't, which I always find weird.
and it is because I was thinking about my wife, and if I'm in a mask and I'm talking, I bet she can tell by
There
my
he
freaking
goes.
voice. As many times we done slept in the same bed, been in these certain areas, she recognized my voice. So I was just thinking, like, when she says he called my name, he called me by my name. He said who? She said Daredevil. It's like, oh, how does he know you? Like,
Mhm.
how do he know her? So I don't know whether I got a feeling that I thought this was going to be episode he reveals that he's Daredevil to her, just because she was dying. I thought we were going to get that, but obviously we didn't. Um, but I
Okay.
agree. I was more invested in their relationship. I love the scene they have with one another. If I'm not mistaken, it's in the beginning of the episode, right, where they're
Yeah.
having like kind of a deep conversation where he's talking about, I had another life. It's now this doesn't seem like this is even real, stuff like that. And he's still fighting to be Daredevil, even though he's back basically as Daredevil. He's back as Daredevil. And it's gonna be hard to try to explain the bruises and cuts to your significant other. He's not used to having that, in this type of world. So yeah.
Um, we have 2 episodes left. Um, I really don't know what the end game of this season is gonna be.
I don't either. The
I
next
don't.
episode gotta be the Punisher stuff. It's gonna be if that's gonna be the climax, they need to make sure they stick to landing, because I feel like the issues with most of these shows.
Yeah, but
I
this
feel
is
like
the
they don't
thing
really
though.
stick to
It's
landing with
like
some of these with Disney Plus shows.
so I heard that this season is gonna end kind of in a way where it's like, oh, cliffhanger,
Okay,
next season. But
that
my
makes
thing
sense.
is like we have, the Kingpin stuff, and then we have the Punisher task force, still up in the air. They've done nothing with them this whole season.
No, but I
Nothing.
feel like they got they've I feel like we keep thinking that they already have something going on, which I don't believe that there was a group of people together doing this. I
Yeah,
feel like
but
there
my
were
thing
certain
is,
cops that took the Punisher's his methods, but I don't feel like there was a team, which we see Fist put that team together.
that they killed White Tiger, and I feel like it happened, and that's it. We haven't
Yeah,
touched on that, and it's like
yeah,
that's kind of a big deal. And
yeah.
it sucks that I see set photos and shit, but the black guy that was, he was in this episode going in when Muse died. I'm sitting here watching him not do anything. I'm like, so did he just shoot White Tiger in the head and then they're just not doing anything until next season?
Hmm.
Like, what the
Right,
what are we doing? And it's
right.
frustrating because you see that, you hear that and you're like, that's fucking cool. And we have not heard a dime about it since
Yeah.
that happened. So it's like,
Hmm.
what did White Tiger really die for other than to set up another White Tiger?
Right. That's really what he died for. That's what he died for.
Sure,
It doesn't help that the actor did pass away too as well. So and
no, but he didn't die. It wasn't a case of, oh, he died, so they had to cut his thing. They used him for everything.
yeah,
So it's not a case of, oh, he died, so they couldn't do more with him. No, he filmed everything that they
mm,
wanted. This was his purpose.
right.
So it's just it's kind of questioning to me. It's like, are they going to be the prime thing in season 2? I mean, I don't know,
Yeah,
because Dex is still there.
yeah,
We still
yeah.
have Dex, which
And
I don't
and
know how. We all came into the season. Oh, Dex and Daredevil was going to be the crazy thing. Dex has been locked up the whole season. Okay, fine, I'm okay with that. But now we're going to be back to two primary antagonists, plus Fisk is still an antagonist, so we're going to be back to 3 antagonists next season. We don't, just because
yeah,
these seasons are long doesn't mean they need to be 3 villains. You can
right.
write the season around 1 villain, maybe 2, and have it work. We don't
Yeah,
need Dex plus a Punisher task force plus Kingpin. We don't need that.
yeah,
So I hope, and the other worry is I didn't see the mid season trailer that they put out. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago, but I saw a gif of like Punisher killing people. I really hope this is not the case of, oh, we got this Punisher task force and Matt and Frank, they just walk in and fucking kill them all. And they're like, oh, well, that's that. It's
right.
like, sure, it's going to be satisfying to watch, but what the fuck is the
Yeah,
point?
right,
It's
right.
really going to make me say, well, you killed White Tiger for nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be
So
tough to see what they do.
I don't know. Maybe they do it and it's so good that I'm like, yeah, you know what? They fucking did it, but it's okay because Punisher was
Right.
there and I don't give a shit.
we just had to see how they play out. Like I said, I was telling my wife we was watching the episode. Like I kind of hate that they don't do like next on. Like remember most shows be like next on the next, what happens on the next episode. But I'm like maybe that's a good thing because I'll be anticipating what's coming up next. Like the fact that I don't know unless they release a trailer like 2 days before. I think they released like a clip or something 2 days before, or whatever. But I try to stay off the internet when it comes to promotion for that. But I'm kind of glad that we go into the next episode not really knowing what's going to happen. So, I mean, we'll see what they do. I'm interested to see what they're going to do, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So, do you have any more thoughts on the episode?
No, man. I hope next week picks up the momentum and truthfully, if the finale is the Punisher episode where it's just him and Matt going in killing
Mm-hmm.
people, okay, that sounds like
Right.
a fine enough finale to me. You know,
For sure. For
I'm not
sure.
mad about that. I hope I hope they know what they're doing with this Vanessa stuff, man. That's kind of my main concern. Truthfully, everything with Matt has been fine. You
Yeah.
know, everything involving Matt has been fine. Matt is, kind of the one character this season that's been kind of like, yeah, no, he's fine. He's doing his Daredevil stuff, As long as it's not season 2 where he's cursing everybody out because of a bitch, we're all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because at this point, he hasn't really involved Heather. She was involved, but most of he's just now becoming Daredevil. Most of the stuff he's done with Daredevil, he's trying to keep her out of it, not saying much about it. So it didn't help that Karen was already involved with everything. Like she was involved with just with everything that was going on. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and if you guys got any thoughts on Daredevil episode 7, let us know in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and move on to our main topic of the day. And of course, we're watching Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Came out in 2015, directed by Christopher McQuarrie.
Yes.
And after that, he's directed every single one. It's like Tom Cruise, I guess he had a streak of every single movie had a different director, obviously up to this point, and now he has directed every single one leading up to this. So I'm guessing he's like, I found my guy. He are going to direct every single movie.
Well, he did Jack Reacher.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, he liked working with him on Jack Reacher and brought him on for Mission Impossible.
Which is ironic because I don't love Jack Reacher really at all.
Yeah, the first one. Well, both movies aren't very good, actually. But yeah, are you queued up, my guy?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to count us in. Like I said, if you guys are new to the watch along, you grab your copy of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Go all the way, skip all the menus, go all the way to timestamp 0. We're going to count down 3, 2, 1. When we say play, that's when you hit play. Obviously, we're going to talk about the movie, some of our favorite moments when we first saw it. We're going to keep you guys informed of what part we're at and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you guys want to watch it with us, if you guys are even watching on the replay, you guys can do the same thing as well. So yeah, are you ready, Tyler?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1, play.
Let's go.
Paramount. Which one I was just watching? Which one I was watching and then the intro was going so fast? Was that Fallout?
Oh, Fallout does that. Dead Reckoning does that.
The intros go by so fast. You said Dead Reckoning do the same thing?
Pretty sure Dead Reckoning did that. But I don't know if Fallout definitely does it.
I was going to ask you, did you see this in theater? But obviously you didn't see it in theater because you watched these back to back to back. So you watched these when you bought the set?
No, I watched them before Fallout and I rented them all.
Okay. So I did have the pleasure of seeing theater, which I didn't. I did well since we skipped Ghost Protocol because we already did go Ghost Protocol, but I also go see that in the theater, and that was fucking insane. But this one I had the pleasure of going to see this in the theater as well, and it was fucking awesome. It was a great theater experience. I remember when the trailer for this came out. And it was just like, what crazy thing Tom Cruise is going to do now? He climbed on the tallest building in the world. What is the next thing he's going to do? Let's go ahead and, hang off the side of a large carrier plane. But my issue is it's the first thing he does in the movie. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, what do you have planned for us? And of course, he has a lot planned for us in this movie.
Um. So based off how I reacted when we started this movie, as you guys can tell, this is my favorite Mission Impossible movie. This is literally. I texted Alex like twice today. I'm like, yo, I'm so excited for today. I'm so excited, bro. This is the one. And for some reason, when people rank this one, it's so low. I've seen people rank it like above two. So like, everyone so everyone will be like, oh yeah, two is obviously the worst one, and then they'll be like, oh, from here on out, these are the ones I love, and then Rogue Nation will be the next one that comes after that. I'm like, what? It
Yeah,
it, it,
they
it always
bugging.
baffles me. This one is my favorite because it takes the blockbustery feel of 3, 4, and then combines it with the spy feeling of the first movie. And to me, this one it meshes so well in this one. And I just also this is probably my favorite team,
Yes,
because they brought back Jeremy Renner, um,
I
and
wish
then
he would have stayed on.
yeah, but I think he had to go do Civil War, right? No, Endgame. There he is.
Endgame was when Fallout came out. Well,
No, the Fallout was
no,
2018,
right. So
but he was
maybe he
still
was
probably
he.
filming Endgame.
Yeah, right, right.
There we go. There you
Run!
go,
He's running.
bro. This dude is out of his fucking mind, bro. Yeah, bro. Let me just jump onto a moving plane. No problem. He could have slipped an inch, and we would have had no more anything from Tom Cruise.
I'm
I'm not
on
in
the
the plane.
plane.
I'm on the plane.
Open the
I
door.
love this. Oh, I think this opening is so well done.
Mhm.
Pushing aside the stunt itself, I love it.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm trying.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mm.
ah.
Oh, I remember seeing this in the trailer. Like, oh my lord, he's hanging. He's hanging
What?
on the side of the plane.
They're gonna do a third Top Gun movie. He's gonna be hanging on a fighter jet. This movie has a very like orange looking feel to it.
It does. It does. I got it. That's the wrong door.
Yeah, I never noticed this opening's really orange.
Yes, it is.
Very orange. I
Oh,
never
shit.
noticed that. Oh my god. Yeah, I like this one the most. I love the story of like, oh, there's like a world. Jesus.
Oh.
God. I like I was like, oh yeah, it's a rogue team of agents, and they're taking out the IMF, and they have to figure out what's going on. You know, and it's kind of crazy that at the end of Ghost Protocol, the end of Ghost Protocol goes into this movie, but there was a
Right.
4 year jump from
Yeah, could you hear in the phone he said
Hey,
there's a rogue organization called the
boom,
Syndicate.
boom,
So
boom,
yeah,
boom, boom,
and
boom,
they do a opening. They show clips from the movie.
boom. Yeah, this was definitely to me. This was them like, yeah, we're going back to old school because they even used the old school version of the theme in this. It's probably my second. Actually, no. I think actually the Dead Reckoning opening so far might be my favorite one.
Mm.
I love the rendition of the theme. It feels so bombastic.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
London.
Yeah, the first like 45 minutes of this movie is kind of nonstop because we
Mm-hmm.
get this scene where Solomon Lane reveals himself, and then that goes kind of straight into the opera scene, and then from there
Mm-hmm.
on, that goes to the bank vault scene, which then goes to
Right.
the car chase scene.
Yeah.
It's kind of
That's
crazy.
the one thing I can see why it's your favorite. It has a moment. It has moments, but this movie doesn't stop. Which I did watch Ghost Protocol yesterday and preparing for this. And my issue with Ghost Protocol is that I feel like, and most people would probably agree with me, it busts his load a little early. Like the fact that we get the climbing of the building and him chasing at the guy in the sandstorm.
Austin, what's going on, man?
What's going on, yo? All that happens in the first half of the movie.
Yeah,
and
I was watching
after that happens, we get a long time of the characters just doing nothing. Like, not saying they're not doing things, but we get the moment where he confronts Jeremy Renner and he goes meet some guy to find some information. Like,
that scene
it's like, oh my god, come on, let's get back to
the down point of that movie. I was watching it the other day. It's not as long as I remembered it being, because like sure enough, I blinked and they were at the third act when they were at the little joint.
But even like, I was watching this scene where they were trying to get the case in the fucking like the car garage thing. And like, this scene is a little absurd. I'm sorry. Like, the fact that Tom Cruise trying to grab this case and every single obstacle is not allow him to grab this case. Like,
that's not even the stuff I don't
grabs it. He almost grabbed it, and it's like, nope, the thing rises. I'm like, oh, come on, guys. Like,
that stuff I'm fine with. I don't like the stunt where he drives the car off.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, bro, that's probably the only moment in this franchise that he survived something, and I'm like, bro, he would be hamburger meat in that car.
Yes,
bro.
he would.
He did not do that stunt
with the airbag. But it's crazy that you say that. Well, you got to think about Tom Cruise's schedule though, because I'm thinking like at this point he was coming out with a movie every single year. Like I got to give this guy credit, because I was looking at his slate, or just looking at his career overall, like from the early 2000s up until now. I think he took a 2-year break in between that. He literally comes out with the movie every single year.
I love this opening. He's getting the briefing and the syndicate hijacks it. It's awesome. The summer of 2015, man, it was a not as good as 2014, but they tried. Because 2015 we had Ant-Man, we had this movie, we had
Age of Ultron.
There was this isn't a summer blockbuster, but Southpaw came out that year. Southpaw is great. I love Southpaw. Trying to remember what else came out that summer. I feel like I'm missing something. Forgot. I watched Top Gun Maverick again today.
Yes, that was a rest in peace, Val Kilmer. We didn't talk about that, but rest in peace, Val Kilmer. It made me want to watch Batman Forever, which I'll probably watch that later or watch that tomorrow.
Oh no, it's the actor we can't talk about anymore.
Can we not talk about Alec Baldwin?
You do know what happened, right?
I understand what he did. Like, damn, he's canceled as well. He's canceled now.
Oh man. Mm-hmm. You know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Cancel me. I love him in this movie and Fallout. I love him in these movies.
He's good in mostly everything he's in. Like, let's give the guy credit. He's good in everything he's in.
It's crazy. They took a comedic actor.
Cat in the Hat. Like, even the Cat in the Hat. He's absurd in that movie, but he's amazing to watch.
It's crazy. They took a comedic actor and they gave him a grounded role. He rolled with it. Yeah, I think he's great. I think I like him more in Fallout because he's actually, like trying to help
part of the team. Yeah,
he's very good in this movie.
To CIA. Yes.
I don't less than perfect is kind of a overstatement. Like, bro, the Kremlin is literally in flames in pieces, bro. That's not less than perfect. That's bad. It wasn't their fault, but I mean,
I love Jeremy Renner in his movies. I kind of wish he would have stayed on, man. I feel like, man, I kind of wish they would have brought him back for at least for the last two movies, or at least the last movie. He should be in the Final Reckoning. I feel like he deserved to be there. But yeah, Tom Cruise, man. Like I swear, I was thinking about his what like from because I think before Ghost Protocol, he was taking his break, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think he came out with anything around that time, if I'm not mistaken. Because when did Tropic Thunder come out? That was what, 2008?
Yeah, either 8 or 7.
Yeah. So and I think around that time he was taking a kind of a break, I guess. I think he came out with one movie, but he was taking a break. And that was the movie that most people were like kind of recognized him as who he is. Um, and then after that, he was like I said, he was in a lot of things after that. He was just in everything up until that. Because he was in I was like Ghost Protocol, then I think he came out with I think Oblivion was after that, and
I
then
never saw that movie.
it's
Oblivion.
all right. It's all right.
My dad really likes it. He tried getting me to watch it. I was like, "That is boring. Turn this off."
Rebecca Ferguson. She looks amazing in this movie.
To quote
Um,
Luke Reviews, Rebecca Ferguson in the yellow dress.
yes, sir. And you are right. Luke
Nothing
reviews.
else will be
You
said.
and me, we right here, bro. We right here. We right here. We right here, dude. Um,
She's someone I want to see her do a lot more because I think she's kind of underrated. Everyone points out these 3 movies that she did as like her standouts. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Doctor Sleep, that's her standout, bro.
yeah,
She's
but I mean,
phenomenal in that movie.
she's great in the Doom movies too. Come on, she's great in the
Oh,
Doom movies as well.
I just watched Dune Part 2 yesterday too, which is
She's amazing in Doom Part
forgot
Two.
all about that. I was over here fucking turning up at work watching Dune Part 2, bro. Love that movie. We have our stereotypical Mission Impossible henchman.
Right. No doctor. You were declared dead. Oh, years ago.
Hmm.
Not you. Yours.
Yeah, this is the second movie where he's kind of on the run, low key.
Yep. After this, he's been on the run every single movie.
No, but like with Fallout and Dead Reckoning, he's still kind of, he has everybody. Like Ghost Protocol, he kind of has everybody, sure, but like this movie, it's kind of just him and Benji until
Yeah.
the halfway mark. I realized it today. We're basically a little less than a month out from Dead Reckoning for Final Reckoning. We haven't gotten the second trailer.
Right.
Like I'm sure it's coming, but I'm just like, dang.
And did Paramount do did they do a presentation at CinemaCon?
Don't think so.
Damn.
They're doing Universal right now. We're not getting a fucking Wicked trailer,
Wow.
dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
They showed the footage already.
So they did show the footage.
First teaser for Wicked for Good shows Glinda and Elphaba reuniting. Elphaba starting her campaign to expose the wizard. Snippets of the original storyline of Wizard of Oz intersecting.
Yeah, I was wondering. Like, it's so funny because the movie starts off with the ending of the
Oh
Wizard of
yeah,
Oz.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit. So we going in the next movie? Are we going to see those events just reenacted?
Yeah, people saw How to Train Your Dragon tonight. I guess they showed it at CinemaCon. They announced How to Train Your Dragon 2. They're gonna do a live
Yeah,
action How to Train
which
Your
we should have
Dragon 2.
known. If this one does a success, they're going to
I
do
give
it.
it 5 years before they announce a Shrek live action, bro.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. Hmm.
I love this. We haven't met
We haven't
before,
met,
right?
right?
Yeah, this is definitely Tom Cruise when he's getting his dad bod.
Yeah, I was about to say he has a very weird shaped body. I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but you brought it up. Every time
He's the
I
man,
watch
bro.
this movie, I'm like, bro, like you have all the money in the world, and you can form your body in certain ways. Like, there's no way, dude, that you should have this, especially if you got your shirt off as much as you do in this franchise. Like, there's no way.
I love this shot we get of him. He's gonna be running, and it's just gonna be the shadow of him running. The bullets fly. It's awesome.
Run, run.
Ow! There he goes. Bro, I died laughing at work. I'm watching Top Gun is the scene after he crashes the jet where he has to run away from the helicopter over here in the snow. Like, bro. I love when they're playing football too. And he has to he gets the ball, he's running across the beach. This man. Have what's his face? Something Harris. No, not Ed Harris. What the hell is his name? It's not Jared Harris, is it? Sean Harris. Solomon Lane. Ooh. I know Fallout is kind of his villain movie, but I think I like him more in this movie. I understand, Brent. We didn't have this conversation. I like the way Fallout is shot, but I think I prefer the way this movie is shot.
I was about to ask you which one you prefer.
I think he's done 3, you know, and the Final Reckoning is his 4th movie. I think of the 3, I don't know, because I like the way Dead Reckoning looks a lot. Like I said, I like that this movie. It feels like a very heavy spy movie. I like that. What were you gonna say?
You watching a 4K?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this 4K?
It's good. Like I said, all 6 are good. This is a franchise. You know, I put it up there with The Matrix, where all the installments are good. Even Mad Max. Mad Max is a very good franchise on 4K. Granted, I don't know how the Warner Brothers 4K is, because I have the Kino 4K for Mad Max, which is a phenomenal 4K, by the way. Everyone shits on Kino. I'm like, that was the first 4K where I watched it, and I'm like, I can't shit on them, bro. That's an amazing looking 4K. The Monster Squad, that's the other 4K I have from them that looks amazing. So, I don't know. 6 months.
6 months later. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh-ah. Got this man with a full
Tom
beard.
Cruise with a beard.
Is this the only movie where he's ever had a full beard like that? Good lord.
I think so. If he did have one, it was put on. It was fake.
Yeah.
Yes, this movie is very orange. Kind of feels like Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron has a very orange look too.
Yeah, this movie is shot in very tropical environments.
Yeah.
Or I guess warm the weather environments.
Is it the same cinematographer? That might be it too. Though it might be a
Probably
different cinematographer, it might be a different, cinematographer for this one than Fallout.
possible. Ow!
Think I'm an idiot? Hmm. I'm on the other side of the. I'm on the other side of the world, buddy. Yeah, I see you.
The
Hmm?
guy the cinematographer did a Ghost Protocol for this movie. He did Ghost Protocol,
Okay,
but it's a different one for Fallout.
I figured that. I say most of the time when we see with movie looks different, but even though it's the same director, but the movie might look different, it might just they got a different cinematographer. Because not all of cinematography use the same camera; they use different cameras, different lenses and stuff. Same with when it comes to color and stuff. Some people like their film more saturated. Some people like their film more gray. You know, this one clearly, this cinematographer clearly loves his film
Benji
saturated because it
playing
just
Halo.
the colors are popping, especially in this scene. The color is popping right now.
Benji playing Halo.
Halo 5, that's hilarious. I remember I saw that. I said, "Oh, of course he's playing Halo 5. How much did they had to pay to get that?"
So the director. So Fallout had a whole other cinematographer. They're not coming back, but they're doing Supergirl,
Hmm.
the Supergirl movie, which is cool. I feel like I'm the only person on this planet
It's a
excited
good
for that
time already.
Supergirl movie. I'm very excited for that Supergirl movie.
That's disgusting for you to take your gum out and put it on the screen and then put it back in your mouth. That's disgusting.
Hmm. Got our girl Rhaenyra Targaryen playing Supergirl.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, so the cinematographer for Dead Reckoning is coming back for Final Reckoning.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest, I think I might actually just skip out on the second trailer for Final Reckoning, if I'm gonna be honest. They
I
kind of
think so
sold me on
too.
everything.
Yeah, for sure. Mhm. Mhm.
It's crazy is people think that he was faking this. It's like, well, when he meets up with Ethan again, it seems like they hadn't talked. So
Well, he hasn't talked. I mean, I think the only reason why you see the little line is because he said he owes him nothing, which that is a lie. He does owe him a lot. He's the reason why he's in the
yeah,
he's even doing what he's doing now. So that's why you see the little line like that. I don't think he's lying about Ethan helping him. He's lying that he doesn't owe Ethan anything, which to him that's a little of a lie. You know, you say, you know what? I got PTO. I'm going to take some PTO days. I'm going to take some PTO days now. I'm going to go to Vienna.
look at my boy all up.
Hmm.
Ow! He took the tube. He knew. He was like, God damn it. No.
I'm afraid not. you know.
We're here to find out.
This dude awesome as a sketch artist. It's so funny because I'm watching Ghost Protocol and he gets into the truck with the secretary and he just draws up the guy's face on his hand. And my wife is like, there's no fucking way he drew that on his hand. I said, I guess he's just that great of a sketch artist, bro. She said, there's no freaking way. I said, it's a movie, guy. It's a movie. It's Tom Cruise. He created the character. He can do anything. You want dramatic? Go to the opera. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Mm. No, I didn't.
Clueless is getting a 4K.
I saw it.
Nice look
If
cover.
see if it has a it should have a
Yeah,
glittery
it is.
cover.
Well, I don't know if it's going to actually have the thing, but it looks
It probably
pretty.
I can see that.
I hope it has a pink case. Maybe they did it
I'm
for
not
Mean
gonna
Girls.
I'm not gonna buy it. So hmm. It's like movies like that. Like, do I really need that on 4K? No. I need to see Alicia Silverstone in amazing 4K. I got
I've never
Batman
seen
and
that
Robin
movie.
for that. I got Batman and Robin for that if I want to see her in 4K.
I've never seen that movie, so
Alfred, it's me, Barbara.
not Barbara Gordon.
Right.
There is a funny line in that movie though. She's like, Robin is like, oh, she knows all our secrets. You have to kill her, and Batman's like, oh, we'll kill her later. We have work to do.
Right.
Like, okay, this movie's kind of awful, but that joke has always been funny. I always say the score. The score is the best part of that Schumacher era. I love the score to those movies.
For sure. I agree. Dun, 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 dun.
Especially,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
especially Batman Forever. The scene where Two-Face almost kills him and he gets away. The score is going fucking crazy in that scene.
Yeah. For
It's
sure.
going crazy in that scene.
You talking about when he goes up the wall?
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like it's like
and then it's crazy because I think the scene Two-Face trying to kill him like 3 times in that movie, bro. It's insane. So like when he comes out of the fire, it just like looks at him. And
I
then
love when he jumps down the thing and he makes him jump down a hole too.
It's like, why won't you just die?
Yes.
Oh my god, look at her in this dress. Yes. Walk up the steps, Rebecca Ferguson.
I think I like her a lot in this movie, but I think I like her more in Fallout.
Mm.
The one thing about Fallout I don't like is that she still kind of got like this weird loyalty to Solomon Lane. It's like, why are you so loyal to this dude?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man.
But I like
But
how
at the
Ethan's
same
not
time,
putting
like,
up with her shit. Ethan's
but
like,
at the
no, I'm
same
gonna
time,
run you
like,
over with a car.
but like at the same time, you want to kill him too? Like, I don't know.
Ethan's like, now I'm tired of your back and forth shit. I'm gonna hit you with a car. You figure it out.
He's not there, buddy. Mhm. Here you go. Navigating him again. Benji's always the one navigating Ethan to go somewhere. You ever been to the opera before, Tyler?
You wouldn't catch me dead at an opera, bro. You know how many times I see those fucking the trailers before the movies? They're like, "Oh, the opera's coming to the theater." I'm like, "God, who willingly sits here and enjoys this, bro?"
Clearly they do, because they're still going on to this day.
I'll never, bro. One of my favorite cinematic moments: Spider-Man: Far From Home. They get to the opera and it's completely empty.
Yo.
They're like, "Oh, looks like we beat the rush." Yeah, the rush out.
Oh my god.
I love it. Bro, so this is official that they're doing a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's kind of crazy. And it's going to focus on Brad Pitt. Like they said Leonardo DiCaprio might come back, but they put emphasis that it's focused on Cliff Booth, which is, I mean, that's weird.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like Once Upon a Time in
They said
Hollywood is a
David Fincher is
great
going to
one off.
direct it.
I don't know, man.
I mean, listen, I'm kind of fine with that because isn't that how Zodiac ended up?
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of mad. I should have got that for the 50% off sale for Paramount.
Some of the 4K.
Yeah. Only reason I didn't buy it is because people said the 4K wasn't great.
Oh yeah.
It's disappointing.
That's one most people wanted on 4K too.
Well, I wanted Panic Room and now it's gone. So
Again. What you gonna get on Amazon?
no, it's gone.
Oh, it's out of stock?
Yeah.
Even like I said, even on Amazon?
I think that's the only place you can get it.
It's overpriced.
No, it's sold out, bro. Like it's gone.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Love this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Doof. Ow!
How, Sway?
Man, those buttons are sensitive.
Mm. Mm.
Bro,
Yeah, I
so
love this. He knows how big he is. Like, oh shit, damn, oh shit. Not what I anticipated.
ow!
Damn. Say that kick ain't doing nothing. Bucket. It's gotta be the sniper. That's a funny cue. That's not.
So they did the Nintendo Switch reveal today. The new Mario
I
Kart looks
saw.
fucking amazing. It's a
I
shame
saw
that
it.
it's gonna be $90.
Yo, why is it
Standard,
90, bro? Why is it $90, bro?
standard, by the way. Not
And the
no
fucked up,
deluxe edition, no
the
nothing.
fucked up part about it is Rockstar probably gonna look at that and say, "Oh,
Yup.
Mario can charge 90. We're Rockstar. This is GTA 6.
Yep.
We can charge 100."
I'm not
And
buying
I
that
bet
shit.
people are still going to buy it.
I'm not. I barely want to buy the shit for 70. You think I'm gonna buy it for 100? No, I'm good.
I'm definitely ready for GTA 6. I'm so
I'm
hyped
not
for
paying
GTA
100 for
6.
that. AJ, what's going on, brother?
Hey, get
The
your butt
new
in here.
Mario Kart, the Mario Kart game itself looks fucking amazing. It's for one, it's 24 players, which looks sick. You could ride, you could drive on the fucking railings and shit. You can like bounce off the walls. It looks crazy. And then they have this thing where so like you're doing the Grand Prix, you can drive to the next race. So like it won't go into a loading screen. You can drive into the
Right.
next race, which is cool. And then they have another mode where it's like it's a global race. So it's like what the fuck is the movie? You ever seen Need for Speed? The Need for Speed movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, where it's like
Mm.
you do multiple races, but it's like across the globe.
Right.
And like if you're not at a certain place, you get eliminated.
Hmm.
I'm like that shit is awesome. Ow! Um, what was the other thing they added? That looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's like a thing you could free roam now. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to give him credit because I was talking to my coworker. I'm like, we're getting another Mario Kart. It's like, how much are they really gonna do to make it like brand new? And I watched the
Right.
trailer. I was like, well, they did a lot. They did a lot. I got to give them credit. Now, $80 worth?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. Ah! We.
He was about to get into it. Every time I see, he's like, he's about to get into it. He's like, what? Come on. I was talking to every time I see, he was about to get into it, bro. He was ready. Come on,
Yo,
y'all.
they talk about having a bad day. Dude gets shot and 2 seconds later he gets blown
Get
up.
blown up, yeah. They're running again. Can't keep up.
We.
Shoes, shoes, please. Oh, gotcha.
Spider-Man brand new day. I guess we didn't put that in the news. They confirmed that. I don't know. They need to confirm what this movie's about. We don't know if it's a multiverse movie or not yet.
It's so fun. It's weird because it takes place after Doomsday, but we got to think about when Avengers Infinity War movie, what two movies came out in between those movies?
We
They
don't
weren't
know if
movies
there's gonna
that
be an in between cool though.
that's what I'm saying. We don't know. Or it could be it takes place before the events of Doomsday and we get the post-credit scene that leads into Doomsday. That's what can happen because I was thinking about Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp wasn't connected to Infinity War until the post-credit scene. Then we got Captain Marvel, which was a character that was being teased for Endgame. Ow. Okay, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking.
Bro, this shit is bad. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Boof! Ow!
Boom. Wow.
That looked like, I know it was practical, but man, did that look insanely practical. In a perfect world, I'd have it be street level. In a perfect world,
I agree.
street level, all the Netflix characters back, Iron Fist included. Let's make some money, bro. Put Spider-Man on a poster with Daredevil and the Defenders. Oh my goodness.
Another one to kill you. We have a tail.
Uzi.
Is it me or is it assumed that they are together in Dead Reckoning Part 1, at least up to that point?
Doesn't matter. She died anyway.
I know, but I'm just saying up to that point. That's what I said.
Those posters looked very photoshopped.
I haven't seen the new posters, and I don't want to look at the new posters.
They're just regular character posters.
I'm just ready to see the movie.
Yeah, we're a month away. I saw the tweet. I was like, "Yo, let's go." My movie, my most anticipated movie of the year. Oh God,
I'm excited.
Get burned. I'm excited, but man, this seems.
I just want to have fun, though, man. That's all I care about at this point.
I think it's gonna be good. The fact that Marvel's putting out an A24 video, being like, "Yeah, these are all these actors from these A24 movies." They've never done that before, so it's kind of like, yeah, they know this is gonna be good. Do you want? Man, this movie really does not stop because from here they go to meet Ilsa again.
And then after that, they go to the place where he has to go underwater.
Yeah.
And after that, he almost dies, and then he goes straight into the car chase, or the motorcycle chase.
Oh,
it's insane. Well, the car chase that leads into the motorcycle chase.
It just says that they were together. It came out of nowhere. I don't know if it came out of nowhere. It makes sense for them to be together after Fallout.
Right. I was about to say Fallout hinted that they were going to get together. But it's so funny. Like I said, who knows if he's going to be with Haley Atwell's character in the last movie, but he moved on pretty quick, I guess, huh?
Did he upgrade? I don't know.
I think he upgraded.
Oh,
I think he
that's a. I could sit there for hours having that discussion, bro. and there still wouldn't be a right answer, bro. I don't know, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, Tom Cruise wins at the end of the day.
Yes, bastard.
And was beautiful. So he wins at the end of the day.
And he was getting it with Paula Patton Ghost Protocol. Tom Cruise, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Ethan Hunt character wins at the end of the day. Him.
He was even getting it with the Amelia Clark look like in the first movie. Dum, 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 dum. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. I get a lot of people asking me, "Oh, you gonna get the Switch too?" I'm like, brother, the one I have now doesn't even get use, bro.
That's it's so funny because someone asked me the question about the new PlayStation. Like, are you gonna get the new PlayStation when it comes out? And I'm like,
Absolutely not.
well, we
It
don't
took
even
me
have
2 years
games
to
for
get
this one,
the.
so
Yeah, it took
yeah,
me 2 years to get the 5.
exactly. But there's no games for this one, so why buy a whole new system with no games? Like, there's no games to play, so why buy a new console? Why even make a new console at this point?
Yeah, truth be told, other than Spider Man, I think the most excited that I've been for a new PS5 game, and it's not even an exclusive. It's in May. The new Doom game comes out in May,
Yes,
and
I'm
that.
actually really excited for the new Dune game. That looks awesome. It
Oh,
looks
is
awesome.
that right?
It
Well,
looks
sir.
awesome. I've been seeing the gameplay for it. I've been watching stuff on
Well, sir.
IGN. I'm like, this actually looks pretty. Is it multiplayer?
It might be because the first two games have multiplayer, so it might be.
Hmm.
Well, lucky for you, it's a prequel. So if you really want it, you can buy it.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm very excited. The first Doom game is amazing, and Doom Eternal is one of my favorite video games of all time. So,
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not a huge first person shooter, but it looks awesome though.
bro,
It looks awesome though.
slaying demons in hell with heavy metal. I gotta love it, bro. The new Doom, it looks very different, but it
Hmm.
looks very cool. Fucking putting skulls in a gun and oh man, you can fly now too. Crazy. It's awesome though.
Yeah, it's
So,
messed up, man.
so
Like
I
I
am
just see
staying,
nothing to play.
and that is all we are gonna say about that. Okay,
Okay,
you ain't gotta tell me twice.
so where do we start? The bottom of it. Flash drive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Touch me one more time. Ooh. Mm-hmm. What are your rankings of the Mission Impossible movies? I need to look at my ranking. That's a good question. Let me look at my rankings for these movies. Should I have a list? Yes, I do. Okay, are you ready for that? My ranking will be. Oh, I didn't add Dead Reckoning to my list. I need to edit it real quick. Let me edit it real quick. Okay, I got my list together. All right, here we go. Are you ready? My ranking for the Mission Impossible movies are from least to best, we have, of course, Mission Impossible 2, Mission Impossible 1, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Mission Impossible 3, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, well, Mission Dead
Dead
Reckoning,
Reckoning.
Rogue Nation, then Fallout. That's my ranking, guys. Mission Impossible 3 moved up on the list after the last time I watched it. So I switched it with Ghost Protocol.
Fucking find my shit. Worst to best. 2, 1, Ghost Protocol, Dead Reckoning Part 1, 3, Fallout, Rogue Nation. But from Dead Reckoning Part 1 to Rogue Nation is 4.5 to 5-star movies. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
W ranking? I guess so. Is my ranking the best ranking? I think everyone should have that ranking. Now, the thing I would say, though, is this is the one franchise where, regardless of how we feel about Mission Impossible 2, the movie's not the worst thing ever made. That's the one thing we can't say.
I don't know, bro.
But it's not the worst thing ever made. It's not. It's not. It has some fun moments. But this is another franchise.
That might have been the first time I did Nerd Talk where I was ready to leave halfway through, bro. That might be the only time I've ever said that. That might be the only time I've ever said that in 4 years of doing this podcast. I was like, yo, I'm ready to tap out, bro. This shit is torture.
But like I was saying, this is another franchise where the movies got better. Like, they didn't get worse. And we're at the 8th film, and we're still going at this momentum. Like, regardless of how people feel about Dead Reckoning Part 1 or Dead Reckoning, the movie's a really good movie. It's really good.
Yeah, I said Dead Reckoning was the worst one since this movie. But Rogue Nation to me was the best one. And, you know, Fallout is like right there. So
they're such neck and neck.
Love Luther, bro. It's kind of crazy to me that Solomon Lane has 2 movies in development, and he's still not the best villain in this franchise.
Right, that's messed up.
You would think that with that advantage, he'd be the best villain in this franchise. Nope. And I guarantee you, Gabriel is not going to cross that threshold after the final reckoning.
Right.
Because he got 1 movie, and he sucked. Never forget the part when Ethan gets away on the train. It's like, no! Or no. He does like, Ethan!
Yes.
For someone about to say, yes, I'm eating a lot. When we watch long movies, I eat a lot.
It's impossible. Do you know what we're called? And I love the joke. I can need to watch Dead Reckoning again. That's really what it's called. The Impossible Mission Force. That's what it's called. Yo, talking about security, bruh.
I get to wear a mask.
I kind of love how they do these scenarios, and obviously we think that's how it goes, and it's not how it goes.
Damn, talk about advancements. Look how quick they made that
Right.
mask. Meanwhile, in Ghost Protocol, they couldn't even get the fucking thing to work properly.
This is an awesome shot because clearly that's a mirror. That's that Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a mirror. Tom Cruise is on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tactic they always use when it comes to shooting a mirror.
It's either this movie or Maverick.
It's my
Especially
favorite role. I love him in Collateral. I'm sorry. I love him in War of the Worlds. I love him in that movie.
You know how I feel about that movie.
And that's just nostalgia for me because I grew up with that
Ow!
one. But yeah, I think Mission Ethan Hunt is him. Like this is his franchise. Like every actor has their franchise, like Arnold with Terminator. This is his series. So the fact that they're talking about the Final Reckoning being the last one, and then we get another one, I don't want to see it if Tom Cruise is not involved. I'm sorry, I just don't. Like, let's move on. Let's move on, you guys. It's not the same like Bond. It's a totally different thing.
I was watching Top Gun today. I was like, if this is gonna be the last one, it's kind of a shame they never got Glenn Powell in there.
Yeah,
I love Glenn Powell.
Am I Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you talking about, AJ? Ugh. Oh, my favorite Simon Pegg role is probably Shaun of the Dead. I like him in the Star Trek movies a lot too. I like you can do that. A minute tops. So I have to hold my breath for 3 minutes. You can do that. Don't worry about it. Like, sir, what do you mean don't worry about me? It's the only way.
You do it then.
The second movie in a row that this dude sends him to his death. He's like, come on, what's the problem?
Yep. Saying what? It's so funny because I'm watching Ghost Protocol. He's like, you have to do it from the outside. It's like, what are you talking about? He's like, you have to go outside to do it. We can't do it from inside. He's like, how the hell do I do it? He just throws the glove at the window.
He's like, what floor is it on? 130?
130? And like I said, he just throws the glove at him. I'm like, what the hell is this? He's like, this is what you're going to use to go outside.
Blue is glue. What's red? Dead.
Dead. And then they dysfunction. They don't even work right. Then he had to literally repel himself down and didn't have enough line. And then Jeremy Renner's character, I don't think it's long enough.
Oh, shit.
No shit.
That moment when he jumps out the window, that's like a top 5 franchise moment, bro. I love when he jumps out the movie. Mine is Dr. Sleep. We already talked about that.
Dr. Sleep, yeah, she's really good in Dr. Sleep. I love her in these movies. I love her in the Dune movies, man. That's really the only thing I've seen her in was this Dune and Dr. Sleep. I haven't seen her in anything else.
I liked her more in part 2 than part 1, but she's really good.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's given more to do in part 2.
Yeah. Lady Jessica.
Hmm?
I've always found this little thing that he has so satisfying. It turns the glass to nothing.
It's like turned to mist.
My favorite stunt from this franchise. I don't know if you count it as a stunt, but the sequence in this movie where it goes from a car chase to a motorcycle chase. That to me is
On,
just like
on top of that, like I said before, he almost died. He literally did die. He died.
this and I've said it before, from this point until the end of the motorcycle scene, it's the best sequence in the franchise to me.
I agree.
Um the other I like the Halo jump in Fallout too. That shit is
Yeah.
crazy.
The opening of the movie, basically. Goodness gracious. I love looking at the behind the scenes of that movie because clearly the thunderstorm is put there afterwards. The thunderstorm is not really there. But the fact that they actually did jump out of that plane, it's insane.
Ugh. I think after last week, the stunt where he swings through the buildings, I was just looking at him, just like, holy shit, bro! Like,
Favorite stunt, man. I don't know. I don't think anything it compares to him fucking hanging off or climbing the tallest building in the world. Like
Burj Khalifa.
at least at the time. I just don't think nothing kills that dude. Like it's just especially seeing that in the theater. Like we get a shot of him. We literally go with him when he goes out into the window.
Yeah.
Like there's a shot where it's like, and you feel how long that drop is. It's insane. But this one has incredible sequences too. Not even like I said, the plane scene was earlier, but this scene right here, he dives into this in underwater, has to hold his breath for under 2 minutes, and then proceeds to do a car chase with half his brain basically turned to mush. Like he is unconscious in most of these in this whole sequence. And then on top of that, hops on a motorcycle like nothing happened that just prior.
Did
Like,
you see this news that they're gonna do a Last Friday movie with Ice Cube?
yeah. Finally, goodness gracious.
He's gonna write and star in it.
He's written all the movies.
I didn't know that.
Yep. He co-written them with DJ Pooh.
It's a shame they're probably not gonna get Chris Tucker back.
They got really they have to really convince him. It has to work.
Well, it kind
For
of
one
blows me
thing,
out because this dude's not doing anything.
I would tell Ice Cube. I would tell Ice Cube if you want Chris Tucker back, you have to give him a really good reason for him to come back to play this character. You have to
That's the
make
thing, they're gonna be
his
old.
he had to make it work his wife for him to come back because he said it on camera. Like I don't feel the need to go back to that character.
They're gonna be
he's a
old.
totally different person from
Yeah.
that time. You know,
The only thing they
when you
can
get
do is
someone
make
like
it
Mike
like
Epps, Mike Epps can go back and play that type of character.
they gonna do it there, like Chris Tucker. They could run with the joke that he's not a pothead no more. He's like, oh yeah, I'm sophisticated. Like that. That could be funny. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I would take that. I would take him. Not we
Let's
find
see.
out what we do because we ever find out what his name is?
I don't remember.
Right. So we did this one. They can actually call him by his name, and his name is not Smokey. Say, don't freaking call me that no more. My name is this.
I still haven't seen the second or third ones. It's kind of a. I know
So
everyone
you've never
says
seen. It's
no.
so fun. I was just watching Next Friday last night. I was just watching Next Friday last night.
Maybe
I
we could
love that
watch them
movie.
when I'm there. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, it's kind of a thing with me. It's like, yeah, I saw the first comedy movie and it's amazing. It's like, do I really want to watch the second and third ones?
So that's the thing. You probably won't like them as much as the first one. The first one kind of is like a masterpiece. It's kind of a perfect movie. It's a perfect comedy for one. The second one has moments where
Oh,
it's like, all right,
they should have tried to find a way to stop that thing. I get maybe they didn't know that was a thing. Doesn't help that they do this shit.
right. Oh shit. She can't get back in. Shit. Oh yeah, because now he can't. It a current is happening, so he can't even swim properly.
He's kind of dumb though, because if I realized that was happening, I would be like, okay, don't waste any oxygen, just go around. That's what he ends up doing anyway.
Right. Well, it doesn't help that the card like flips or it floats away underwater, bro. Goodness gracious, crazy. Mm. The fact that he actually put the right one in is insane. You ain't got no choice but to go in there and save him, bro.
Yeah, this to me is probably the craziest heist they've ever done in terms of like the story heists of these movies, because like they all of the heist was riding on him doing this.
Right.
Like you couldn't fake any of this. And I feel like that's what kind of makes it more intense.
No, you gotta hope that that's the right one.
My man's was sweating bullets.
Wow.
Wee.
Then he can't even get out though, bro. That's the fucked up part. He can't even get out.
Yeah, doesn't he get hit with it again?
No, he just passes out at this point. He just passes out. He loses oxygen. Mm. He was down there for a while. Gotcha. Mm. That's an awesome way to open your door. Mm-hmm.
Bro, this man literally died.
I saw Ghost Protocol. I saw this one. And I did not see Fallout. That's the one I didn't get to see in the theater, which I didn't get to see Fallout in the theater.
I saw Fallout and
That was 2018. When did it come out? 2018. That was the summer. This is the summertime movie too, right? Yeah. The only thing I was focused on was Infinity War. The only thing I was focused on Infinity War that summer. The only thing I really cared about. And obviously I saw Dead Reckoning Part. I keep wanting to call it Dead Reckoning Part 1. I saw Dead Reckoning. Hmm?
somebody said really something stupid about Daredevil, and somebody quote tweeted it saying, "I forgot MCU fans are all 12 years old with the IQ of Alaska's temperature. Them discovering this show was a terrible idea." No, not Alaska's temperature, bro. Holy shit, that's bad. I'm gonna start using that one. You have the IQ of Alaska's temperature. Yo, I can't believe I've seen this movie as many times as I have, and I never noticed how orange it is. It is so orange. It's like Michael Bay directed this mode.
He's dead.
Here we go. Here we go, baby. Let's go.
Yep, let's go.
You'll try to jump over the car.
This one.
Ow!
You'll
be like, "Are you okay? You were dead." What? What are you talking?
Because it's so funny. Because like technically he's like drunk. Like
Ow!
he's like drunk right now.
Oh
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. He still be whipping his car though.
That RoboCop game is free for PlayStation Plus.
RoboCop game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a RoboCop game. Am I like stupid right now?
Yeah, it came out I think last year. Ow! Yes, Benji, I heard you the first 20 times. Ow!
He does not like BMWs, I guess, man, because they destroy them every single time when they get into this movie. I was thinking about the last movie. He ripped all the doors off the last one he drove in Dead Reckoning.
Yo, I gotta watch the Blu-ray and see if it's this orange. I don't remember this movie being this orange, bro.
I think it's the 4K because I noticed it's the colors are way more saturated on the 4K than is the Blu-ray.
Holy shit! This is hilarious.
Because they're gonna look at each other like you know, say, "Hey, hey."
Hey. Oh, look, Luther gonna give him crap. You just had to get the 4x4. Hey, look how slow you going. You just had to get the 4x4, didn't you? Don't blame me. You chose the car. You just had to have it. You want me to try to look at this thing? Look how slow you going. Ow! He's like, oops. Ow!
Now they're shooting at us.
I don't know why they're shooting at them. Do they know that he had a copy of it?
Nope.
It's like, why? They going after the wrong person.
They didn't know that he had a copy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they're going after him.
Well, because he attacked the first person on the motorcycle.
Yo, this shit, bro.
Yo, he whipping the hell out of his car, though.
No, it's the stunt that he does. What are we gonna do?
He's about to literally do a whole U-turn. He's gonna do a whole spin. Turn back around.
Oh, let's go, man. Yeah, put your seatbelt on. You're asking me that now? Oh! Don't. They said, yeah, we really did this, fucker. Put the camera in the car, bro. We're not gonna have nobody say, "Oh, did they really do that?" Nah, we putting that shit in the car.
On top of that, is this more insane than what he does in the third act of the Dead Record of Ghost Protocol? that he
No,
survived that.
this is
The
more
car
believable,
the car flipped 5 times.
bro. This dude in Ghost Protocol, he literally drives off of he drives off of here
Yeah, it goes
downwards, face
straight down.
first, bro.
Yeah, yeah. There's no way.
We good? Things got a little out of. Ow!
Mhm.
We good?
Mhm.
Hey, boys, what it is? Here we go. Here we go. I gotta do it. I had him on deck. I gotta do it. Let's go! Oh, oh man, let's go!
The fact that he's doing this in a Hawaiian shirt is hilarious.
Yo, Christopher McQuarrie was in his fucking bag, bro. Man said, "Nah, this is the first one I'm doing. I'm gonna show out for sure." He's driving so fast. Tom Cruise's long hair don't even look long in this sequence. Oh,
Pay
damn!
attention. Pay attention.
Oh, damn! That dude got driving as fast as he is on that motorcycle with no helmet. Man, say, yeah, I'm a professional motorcycle racer now.
I love the way motorcycles look, but you won't catch me on one for sure. I can tell you that right now. Oh.
Whoop!
Gotcha. Mm. Yeah, this movie like the color is insane for this disc, bro. It's insane, dude.
Ow! All right, he should have been missing some flesh after that. I ain't gonna lie. As fast as he was going, bravo, bravo. That's how you fucking do it, bro. This movie kind of has the same problem that Ghost Protocol has, so where they blow their load halfway through. But the movie still has some pretty cool stuff. Like I love the third act of this movie; it's awesome. But the movie does have its peak in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, because right now it's time for the halt. It's time for the halt. It's time for
That
us
is
to.
that's the one thing that Fallout does better than this movie. The Fallout, they definitely saved the best for last. You know what I know? You probably noticed the shot in the Fallout trailer where he's flying the helicopter into the truck. It's not in the movie.
It's not.
Remember that? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that shot in the
Remember
trailer.
everyone
Yeah,
saw that in the trailer. They were like, "What the fuck is he doing?" And it's not even in the movie.
they probably went to the editing room like, "Oh, that don't work. Just take that out." Of course, I did. Yeah, all right. London. One day, me and my wife will walk down that bridge and look at that clock tower. One day, so I would love to visit London. Mhm. 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 Mm. Mm. Mhm. 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 You sound so proud of us. Mhm. Yes, he's going to take the prime minister.
Yes.
Mhm. Really? Said really? That's what it is? Mhm. Yeah, it is, Ethan. Let's be real. Mhm. 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 How are we going to do that? Yo, this movie is 10 years old, bro.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't realize that, huh?
The 10-year anniversary of this movie. Wow. I am
Age of
old.
Ultron. Age of Ultron too.
I am old. Oh my god.
Stick is 10 years old. Happy 10 years to an abomination.
I'm old, bro.
You're old. Next year makes 10 years since I graduated middle school.
Did you just say middle school?
Yes, middle school, bro.
Oh man, it's been over 10 years since I graduated high school, bro. Since I graduated high school, dude. Oh my god. I graduated in 2011. How old were you, Tyler?
When I graduated middle school?
Nine? No, what how old you were in 2011? 9
9.
years old? Mhm, 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 mhm. Yep. Mhm, mhm, delete the files. Why is she still alive? There's a point. Oh, oh, snap. So tempted, bro. You should have just took it. Shit. Itchy. Hmm? Jeremy Renner can't keep up with Ethan Hunt, bro.
Mhm. Oh God, I'm watching this fucking Minecraft mode. Jesus Christ.
You going to see Minecraft tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm hearing not great things about it.
Hearing it's dumb. I've heard both. People say it's dumb in a good way and dumb in a bad way.
Hmm?
Hey, I would have been like, you son of a bitch.
Of course, you're gonna say my line to me.
He says
Your
it in
mission.
Fallout too.
Your mission, as you choose to accept it.
Like, you motherfucker.
I love that Henry Cavill's character throws it back at him and said, "Your mission, as you choose to accept it." Isn't that what it says? Isn't that how it goes?
Damn, bro, we're not doing Fallout for 2 weeks.
I know. I need a little break, man. I'm tired.
Well, no, 3 weeks, because we're taking a break next week. Then the next week is the Daredevil thing.
But
Then
that's on
Fallout.
Tuesday.
I know, but still, we're not doing Fallout until 3 weeks.
I'll probably watch Fallout before then. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Yeah, that's another one I need to mentally prepare for. That movie is so long.
It is though. This might be another. This might be another one we might have to start a little early as well.
No, we are. I'm over here complaining about that, and Dead Reckoning's even longer than that, and it has worse pacing. Dead Reckoning has okay pacing, but that scene in the club feels like an eternity, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sitting in the theater like, Jesus Christ, this is still going on?
Yeah, it's sitting there and explaining AI the whole time. London. We're in London.
You should be playing games, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lie, I don't know if I would want Brant back on my team, bro. This dude is always doing some slimy shit.
He's an analyst.
And he's always like Every time they want to do something, he's always the one person. Oh, you can't do that. Well, why can't we do like? Shut up. Like, bro,
Well,
if I'm saying we gotta do it, it's for a reason, bro.
it's because he's looking at all possible outcomes because he's an analyst. That's why he's thinking of it from an analyst,
The
not
only
from an
listen,
IMF agent.
the only time that he brought up a valid point where I was like, yeah, you're right, is when in Ghost Protocol he's like, yeah, we're gonna give him the launch codes, and he's like, whoa, what the fuck? Are you out of your mind? That's the
Right.
only time where I was like, yeah, he kind of has a point. That's kind of crazy, bro. Bro, I love this Venom shirt. It's at Target. I fucking love this shirt. It's awesome. It was a clearance too.
I'm still boycotting Target. I have not been to Target in like 4 months.
If I wasn't working there, I would have not been there either because they took physical media out.
Yeah. Well, that's the main reason why too, but also the other shit that they're accused of. Or they have done.
Yeah, I don't know what they got going on, bro.
But your stores have still not been slow though, have they?
Yes, it has.
Oh,
It
wow.
definitely has. That the week that got announced at 5 o'clock on rush hour, it was dead.
Wow.
I was like, yep.
If I'm not mistaken, is this the same building that's in Fast 9?
Who?
This building that they're going into, right? Is this the same place in Fast 9?
Looks like it. It would make sense because I know that
I'll just look at the lot,
he
like
goes,
the way the outlet.
yeah, because I know in F9 he goes to London to see Helen Mirren.
Right. This is where she shows up, right?
So crazy the fucking Dom has a relationship with Helen Mirren. Like a
Hilarious.
family relationship. But
it's
like
hilarious.
It's like, yeah, bro, this dude is going to her for favors, bro.
He said, "You're my favorite." She says, "You're my favorite."
Like, yeah, bro. Forget the two other sons that I have. You're my favorite.
I watched Fast and Furious, 2 Fast and Furious, and I skipped Tokyo Drift, and I went to the Fast and Furious. So when I go to work Friday, I'm gonna start watching. I'm gonna start from Fast 5, then 6, 7.
F9 is like, it feels like all time stops when you watch F9, bro. Movie is so boring.
It's a film. Should just fucking. I would have been happy if they would have stopped at 8. Like 8, they should have stopped at 8, bro.
6, bro.
I agree.
I know everyone's like, oh, but what about 7? No, bro. 6 would have been the most perfect ending.
Yes, because 7, it only works because Paul Walker died. That's the only reason why I feel like that should have been.
That movie is just another Fast and Furious movie.
Yes.
It has it. Yeah. It sucks because it has my favorite action sequence in the franchise in that movie, but it's just another Fast and Furious movie.
Bro, you got Jason Statham and Vin Diesel running at each other in slow motion.
The street always wins.
In the street.
Oh,
bro, he stomps the street and make it crack. I mean, all I have to say about that, bro. At least with Fast and Furious 6. It does get a little overboard. Like, yeah, okay, I will not forget. This nigga Dom literally flies in the air to catch his What the fuck? But we forget about the scene where The Rock literally takes another largely grown man and throws him around the whole freaking interrogation room. Like he's a teddy bear. Like this dude, The Rock, is extremely strong in these movies for no reason.
I've got rights, you asshole. Not today.
And to me, I think The Rock is the best in 6. I love him in 5, but 6 is where he really shines.
I don't know, man. 5, he's really good at 5. I don't know, man.
I just like him because he's not.
He's cool in 6. He's great in 6.
Man, he has the best line in the movie, bro. Mia, better hide your baby oil. I'm sorry, better hide that big ass forehead. And that's an unscripted line, bro. Every time I see it, it makes me crack up, bro. Because The Rock's face. And then Ludacris's reaction, dude. If that's not a real reaction, that's a real reaction, bro. Uh, you better hide that big ass forehead. There actually is a syndicate. Mm, mm. Hmm. I'm gonna say which one is the prime minister not the prime minister, right? I keep forgetting who's who because the whole mass reveal. I'm just waiting on the mass reveal because obviously we know who's whoever's not who is in this room clearly. Mhm. He's making it sound like Ethan Hunt. Yeah. Yo, who wrote that
Wait
line,
a
bro?
second. Ow!
No.
Oh, damn it.
Hunt, Hunt. Yo, he said Hunt. Yo, Alec Baldwin is so dramatic in this movie. He said Hunt.
I love I love it in Dead Reckoning when they're in the airport trying to find him and he keeps going up to people messing with their faces. He thinks he's wearing a mask.
Well, it doesn't help that they keep altering the system where they making it like it's Hunt every single time when they go on the camera. Like Hunt, he's right in
Yeah.
front of you. It's like, no, it's not him.
I think you hit
Mhm.
your mic. Oh no, stop making that noise.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, can you hear me? Let's say I got some different headphones on. I wanted to try them out, see if they was going to work, and clearly they do work. I'm just hoping that the battery doesn't die. I guess this is the test, see how long they last. Mhm.
I'll never forget when people said Moon Knight. It's really random, but I'll never forget when people said Moon Knight was mid because there weren't enough MCU cameos in it.
My issue is that that's definitely not the issue. Whoever said that, you just don't. You're stupid. Um, but
Like,
my
bro,
issue
go
is
watch
that
Deadpool Wolverine.
I just feel like they just didn't stick the landing with that show.
Hey, you know me. That's my second favorite show. On some days, I wake up and it is my favorite MCU show.
Hmm?
Ow! Oh!
Hmm? Yep.
We're the IMF.
Hmm.
Like, bitch, I told you.
It's also true. Hmm. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
We got like what, 20 minutes left? 25?
Yeah.
After this whole ordeal, they gotta go save Benji. Oh, shut up. I got your money.
I love
Kind
the
of
I
reminds me of
love
Mission Impossible 3.
I love this though because he's like, where's the disc? He's like, I am the disc. I've memorized every single name right here. So if you want to get rid of it, boom, right here, bro. You got to take me. You got to take me now.
Yes, bro, I know. Bro, shut up.
You know,
Gotta
I'm
be
gonna
like
say, you know who
Deadpool,
I
bro.
am.
Read the room.
I'm
Read
gonna
the
say, do
room.
you know who I am? I
Hey,
mean,
bro,
for one,
stop.
I'm Tom Cruise.
Stop
I'm not
telling
gonna
me
kill
shit I
myself in
already
these
know.
movies.
Bro, if we got out of the situation with the launch codes, I think we're okay. Like, bro, I literally stopped the whole nuke. Like, I think we're okay,
Mhm.
bro.
Got it. And like this time, it's so funny. Like Tom Cruise, like of course this is his movie. It's his movie. I'm gonna allow my character to memorize every single number that he just saw and say he memorized every single number
And at
and
this
make the
point,
other character believe that.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, but if you were Solomon Lane, wouldn't you believe him? You'd be like, fuck. All that
I
money,
mean,
you would
yeah.
believe him?
Yeah, I think Rebecca Ferguson looked the best in this movie than the other movies for sure.
It's
Mhm.
kind of crazy. Makes it that he's talking through Benji. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How much physical media you got?
One.
I got 4.
Okay. I did my Blu-ray update video.
Actually, I have. Let me get those other 2 things. I forgot about that.
If you guys are watching, I did do my Blu-ray update video on my channel. If you guys want to go check that out, go check it out. It is live right now, showing everything I picked up from January till now. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
And he literally proves it to him too.
Yeah, right here.
And he's
Yep.
like, shit. All right.
I am the disc. Look at it. I am the disc. All right. So you're nothing. Mm-hmm. Let Benji go.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
By 19th of a second. Woo! Oh yeah, they got to do the chase. The chase. You about to run on foot?
Only this time I won't be locked in the glass box. Foreshadowing. Not the bone doctor.
Mhm.
Man has a coat full of bombs.
Mhm. 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 Run. Run.
Sir, you're out of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Get ready.
You can't keep up with him. Don't try.
No, she wasn't that far behind him.
Yeah, I mean he's slowing down.
I said, "Fuck! I'm running with a girl. I can't unleash my full Tom Cruise."
He said, "Yeah, because the thing I'll be running to
There
is
he
a
goes.
woman." Yeah, usually if he's running for a woman. He's like, "Oh, I already got her beside me, so I
Yo,
don't
the
have to
way
run
he's
like that."
running for her in Dead Reckoning, bro, right
Yes,
before she
bro.
dies. My man's was booking it, bro.
Mm. Damn.
Parkour.
Whee!
I think this might be the one franchise where there's like no blood with the action, and I kind of don't care.
Right. Talking about people get shot and stuff.
Yeah. Doesn't
Yeah.
really bother me.
Well, obviously the movie's PG-13. You know, when it comes to blood splurting on people and
Oh,
they're getting shot.
oh damn! He tackled the shit out of that too. Damn! Ow!
Mm.
What did that dude do, bro? It's a random guy. tackled him through one window, and then he threw him out the other window. Damn. It's kind of crazy. We've never gotten like a big major Mission Impossible game. Like imagine a Hogwarts Legacy style Mission Impossible game. You can make
That
your
shit
own
would be
IMF
awesome.
agent,
That
and
shit
you
would be
have like
awesome.
different routes depending on like you could fight for the IMF, or you could like maybe you get like sucked into the syndicate or some shit, or like you go rogue and you're like, oh, I'm going against the IMF, but I'm not like the bad guy. I'm just trying to figure it out, and the IMF is going after you or some shit like that. That would be fire. That has to be one of the ugliest looking rings I've ever seen in my life. Shit look like an eagle fang.
He's limping now.
There's no stopping him. This dude is still chasing me. Man said, I'm not wasting my breath on this idiot. I'm getting in the car and chasing him.
Find those parts. Find those certain arteries, bro.
No!
Mm.
Oh!
Wow. Oh.
Weave? This doesn't look suspicious at all. A weird square in the middle of the floor. What could happen?
Right. You want the money that bad, you're gonna drop down into the hole. You're gonna jump down.
Idiot. You should have just shot him from right there. Gotcha. You got me. Just as you wish you'd. Yes, sir. Again, I love how old school the score to this movie sounds. It's not my favorite because I think the Fallout score is probably the best of the
Yes, it is, bro. I was watching and saying, why is this score so fire?
The score is
Like,
really good.
goodness gracious.
Their Reckoning score was very good too, but Fallout is amazing. It's not gonna work, buddy. Son of a bitch. Look, it just did my review for Mission Impossible.
Your mission as you choose to accept it. That's raw. That's dope. It must because you got the ad free version.
I don't know.
when I'll tell you right now. So what you when you talking about when you review it,
I
you
typed
get talking about
something
when
in.
you type something in.
Yeah.
Oh, I never type anything. I just start reading and send it.
Just try it, see what happens.
Let's see.
Doom, 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 doom.
Oh, you're right.
Told you.
Incoming message from IMF. Mission has been compromised. The secretary has disavowed any knowledge of your actions. This review will self-destruct in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. System override by agent Hunt Ethan. Well, thank you, Tom Cruise. We appreciate that.
Oh, I love the way this movie ends. Oh, it feels good to be getting out of here before 11 o'clock, huh?
Yeah, right. Goodness gracious. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Guess this movie's not that long. It's only an hour, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Welcome to the IMF, Mr. Secretary. Sir! Yes, sir. Bum,
Yes,
bum,
sir.
bum, 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 bum. Yes.
That is Mission Impossible Road
Yes.
Nation. Awesome release. Nice entry into the franchise. The 5th movie at that. And yeah.
One of the rare occasions. The 5th one is the best one.
Yes.
The only other franchise I can think of that's the case is Star Wars.
Fast and
Oh,
Furious.
oh,
Fast
yeah,
5.
it tries. Six is my favorite. You know that.
Yeah, 6 is my favorite too. But Fast 5 just has like a special place in my heart though. But yeah, let's go to get into physical media. The first I only got, like I said, I only got one thing. So I went to the exchange and I found the 2nd season of Game of Thrones on Steelbook for $5.
But I thought you got that from
No, so I
Groove.
got season 1 and season 4,
Mm.
and then I didn't get season 2 because I just wasn't trying to spend any more money. But I found it for $5 at the exchange, and I already got season 3 without the cover and the magnet as well. So now I got season 1, 2, 3, and 4 on Steelbook. So yeah,
Okay.
picked up.
So
Got any more versions of Game of Thrones?
So the first thing that I got was Mario versus Donkey Kong for the Switch. I actually got this like 3 weeks ago, and I genuinely forgot. But this was on sale at Target. It was a game that I saw a trailer for a commercial for it, and I was like, that looks kind of fun. Still haven't even opened it yet. But another Switch game. Movies. So I did go Blu-ray hunter. I traded in some stuff. I actually got a good amount of money for this. I think I got like $50 for it, which
Went to
you
book
know,
off.
no, hell no. I'm never trading anything I book off ever again, bro. Because I gave them like 20 movies once and they only gave me like $20. I'm like, no, I'm never doing this again. So I went to Academy and they ended up giving me $50. And I was like, that is, and I only gave them like not even 10 movies.
Nice.
Granted, I gave them like 2 steelbooks, but they weren't even like steelbooks of popular movies. But anyway,
Hmm.
so these two things I got with credit, and then the next thing it was partial credit and then cash. So the first thing I got was Speak No Evil. This was
That movie existed.
$15. It was factory sealed. I bought it because I thought this movie was gonna be awful, and it was actually pretty okay. I really enjoyed it. The characters are fucking stupid as hell, but it was pretty good. James McAvoy gave an amazing performance. You should watch it. It's on Peacock. Um, Next I got the Blues Brothers with a slip. Um, John the other day he was talking about Blues Brothers 2000. He was like, "Oh, that it's overhated and a lot of people should watch it." So I found it funny that I saw this with a slipcover, the
Hmm.
4K. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but I know it's one of my dad's favorites.
Hmm.
Checking it out. It was like 19, but again, I paid for it with credit. So when you have
Right.
credit, it's kind of like, yeah, if it's under $20, I'm grabbing it. I don't care. Um, and then the last thing that I got before I showed these other two things, I did get Deep Blue Sea.
Nice.
This is the Blu-ray, not the
Okay.
4K,
Okay.
because they
You didn't
did
own
have
it.
it. No,
You didn't own it. Oh, okay.
they did have the Blu-ray version, which I was surprised because it wasn't with the sets. It was in like the regular movie section. So she was like, "Did you look over there?" I was like, "No, because the Arrow stuff is over here. Why am I gonna look over there?" And sure enough,
Hmm.
it was over there. Which I'm kind of gonna go on a tangent about this. I don't really see the point in them putting out a Blu-ray and a 4K version of this because I was watching the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is phenomenal. This transfer is incredible. And sure enough, I looked at it and it is a 4K Blu-ray.
It
So
is.
I'm watching it.
It's a
I'm
4K
like,
scan.
yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck is realistically the point of getting the 4K? Other
It's
than
not
saying, hey, you
more
have the
money.
4K.
More money.
I'm
It's just for
watching
you to
the
spend more money. That's
I'm
all it is.
watching the Blu-ray. It's an excellent looking transfer, and I'm like, how much better is the 4K realistically gonna look? I don't know.
Well, the Blu-ray I have is okay. The 4K, it looks fine,
I
but
I thought this looked amazing on
I can
Blu-ray.
tell you right now, you're probably not really gonna see a difference.
Um, I love this set though. Movie itself, I enjoyed it. I think half of it was miserably boring. When it got to the actual shark stuff, I enjoyed it. There was actually a lot of practical stuff, which surprised me. I was like, oh, this movie came out in the 90s. It's going to be a lot of CGI. There wasn't. Other than Samuel Jackson's death and maybe a couple of other things, it was mostly practical, which surprised me. I was like, it's actually, there's like a scene of practical gore, and I was like, ooh, it's kind of
Hmm.
gnarly. LL Cool J is the best part of this movie.
Yes, he is. He's
His
hilarious. Though.
entire scene where he's trying to escape the shark in the
You
kitchen
you
is
you ate my
somehow the best
bird.
part.
You ate my bird.
I was like, and of course he well no he makes it out at the end. Um, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. It's just it takes a while to get going. I think it's way too long. I think it's almost like two
Hmm.
hours, and I was just like, guys, this movie should have been like 80 minutes, straight to the point. Like they're over here, like, oh, we gotta find the cure for what was it?
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. We got to do sharks. It's like, did James Cameron fucking wake up and watch Deep Blue Sea and is like, oh, I'm gonna make that the plot to Way of Water. Only instead of uh Alzheimer's, it's we're gonna stop aging, and instead of sharks, it's gonna be whales.
Hmm.
Um, so these two things, they're not new, but somebody sent me slip. Well, I bought them, but somebody sent me slip covers for them. I want to give her a shout out because I think she's awesome. Ashley collects on Instagram. I think she's one of the few genuine people on that damn app because I can't stand people on that app anymore.
She used to do YouTube
Um,
as well.
Maybe yeah.
She used to do
Uh,
YouTube.
so she was getting rid of slipcovers because she's one of those people. She gets so much shit, she just wants to get rid of it. So she was selling these for decent prices, and I was very happy about that. So the first thing she sent me was the slip for the Babadook.
Nice.
It is
The
the
pop
one.
art one.
Yeah, it is the one that. Look at that boy.
Awesome.
Um, Very happy to have this. I love the Babadook. I haven't watched it since I first saw it, and it's been a while since I've seen it.
I
All I
agree.
remember is the kid being annoying as fuck.
Right.
And then this one, I got it fairly cheap, and I'm so happy I did. I got the 4K slipcover for The Dark Knight, which I again I had to emphasize how genuine she is. Both those slipcovers together were only $10 together. I think she gave me Babadook for 2, and charged me 8 for The Dark Knight. You know how much this slipcover fucking goes for? Hundreds of
Yeah, I bought
dollars.
it. I bought mine with a slip.
Hundreds of dollars.
I got all 3 of them with slips.
And I got it for 8. And I'm not even mad that this is the only one of the 3 that I have with a slipcover, because it's the
I
best
have
one.
all 3 of them with slips.
But yeah, I'm just very grateful that people are still genuine in this community. She wasn't selling any of her slips for thousands of dollars, a piece
Right.
of fucking paper. Like, give me a break, okay? Realistically, I probably could have gotten like 10 slips for like $50, and I would have been fine with that. But
Right.
shout out to her. I think she's amazing. Go check her out on Instagram. She's always getting the press stuff, but she's cool. She's awesome. Very happy.
Awesome. So yeah, any updates, my guy?
So I've been saying it for 3 weeks, and I feel bad. But next week we are actually taking a break, legitimately. I know I said it for the past 2 weeks. We were taking a break. Shit got messed up. We had to move some things
Today we're
around.
supposed to take a break.
Yeah, we were, because I'm going to 2 different press screenings in the following weeks, and so things got janked up, and we had to move things around, and I didn't realize it. But so next week, no Nerd Talk at all. We will be taking a break. The following week we will not be live Wednesday, but we will be live Tuesday doing a stream for the season finale of Daredevil Born Again. And in that episode, we're gonna go live at like 8:30, so that way we can talk about episode 8, and that way we can just be ready to go. And then when we come back for Mission Impossible Fallout, we'll talk about the first 2 episodes of The Last of Us season 2, hopefully briefly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the idea. So next week we will not be live at all. No Tuesday stream, no nothing. And then the following week we'll be live Tuesday, but not Wednesday, because next week I'm going to see a press screening for Warfare, the new A24 war movie, which I'm very excited for. And then the following week I'm going to see a 70mm early screening of Sinners, which I'm very excited for. So yeah, doing fun things. So next week, no Nerd Talk at all. I promise. In the words of Harry, I cross my heart and hope to die.
All right, you guys. Like I said, no updates over here. Like I said, I did release new upload a video on my YouTube channel, Blu-ray update video. If you guys want to check that out, go check that out. Also, go follow us on our social medias. Follow me at Alex Thomas Reviews. Follow him at Mind of a Nerd. Also, follow our official Instagram page as well, NerdTalk.Official. That's where we post most of some of the news stories and stuff that we're doing, like our streams and stuff like that as well. So go check us out on there. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, please subscribe for more. If I'm not mistaken, we're at 270, so we need 5 more subs to get to 275. That's our goal before Final Reckoning comes out. If you guys can help us out with that, we'd really appreciate it. Please hit that like button, please subscribe for more. Also, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on our streams, videos, post, all that type of stuff as well. And I hope you guys have a great night, and we're out on this one, you guys. Peace out. Your mission, as you choose to accept it.